Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at gcnlive.com.
Good morning, friends. Greetings and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. And I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use sometimes toxic and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being into addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like acne and psoriasis, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is no miracle at all. It is simply the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to get off your prescription drugs and get on a good nutritional supplement program, help a loved one, family member, workmate get off their drugs and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we're here for you. We welcome your phone calls at 844-236-6010, 844-236-6010. If you have a success story you'd like to share, or if you want to contribute to the conversation, 844-236-6010. Likewise, if you heard something about formulations or skincare products, the longevity products, if you have any questions about the longevity business or products, 844-236-6010 is our number on the Bright Side. We'll get your phone calls here in our second segment. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program, or you want to sign up and join the Bright Side Ben team, love to have you on my team. You can call the phone team at 866-735-2470. They can tell you all about it, 866-735-2470. You can also head over to my website, brightsideben.com, or my blog, pharmacistben.com. or criticalhealthnews.com and purchase products or sign up right off the website, pharmacistben.com, brightsideben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. Okay. Welcome back to The Bright Side. Thanks for joining us. This is your nutritional common sense radio program. We break down disease. We break down how disease and illness begins. We break down how disease and illness progresses, and most importantly, how to reverse degenerative disease. If we're really going to reverse degenerative diseases for reals, as Ali G would say, for reals, not for doctoring, not for numbers, but for reals, we got to know how disease begins and how it develops. And it's not all about the physical body either. I know I talk about nutrition, and this is a nutritional program, but the fact of the matter is the physical body is like the tail, and the spiritual, mental, and emotional bodies are like the dog. And we can no more address our health issues by strictly physical means, by only taking this vitamin or this nutritional supplement. We can no more address our health issues by physical strategies alone than a tail can wag a dog. And this is so important. And I know I'm guilty of glossing over these more abstract dimensions of health and wellness, because I find nutrition, and I know you guys do too, as a powerful modality, which it is, as a fascinating science, which it is, as an important and very relevant subject when it comes to our health. And it is all of these things. But the fact of the matter is, if we're really going to be able to maximally access our healing abilities and reverse degenerative disease, which it is in our nature and it is in the body's nature to do. If we're going to reverse degenerative disease and live a long, blessed, joyful, happy life as we are supposed to, first and foremost, it's not about our physical bodies. It's not about nutrition. It's not about exercise. It's not about diet. It's certainly not about anything your boneheaded medical professional can do for you. It is first and foremost about focusing on our internal state of being, not on our external circumstances, on our internal state of being. And I don't talk about this anywhere near enough, but I think it's very, very important to recognize. Sure, you may get some benefit from getting on a nutritional supplement. You may get some benefit by getting on an entire supplement program. A lot of people do. And it's important. You may get health benefits by laying off of gluten or intermittent fasting or enjoying your bone soup on a daily basis or exploiting or leveraging any of the wide range of ideas about health and nutrition that we talk about here every day on the bright side. But wellness is not merely what we eat. And it's certainly not, primarily anyway, in our external environment, in our external circumstances. There's a piece of the puzzle that's missing. And that is the attention that is paid to our internal nature, to our internal way of being, which is spiritual, mental, and emotional. And interestingly, it's these aspects of disease and of health and of wellness and longevity that have been stuck in the closet, hidden from us, marginalized, dismissed, laughed at by your doctor, laughed at by mainstream medicine. Airy-fairy. Why? Because insurance companies can't bill you for emotional strategies, mental strategies. Insurance companies don't pay for relaxation techniques. Insurance companies don't pay for meditation classes, for hot tubs, for self-help books, or church memberships. And why have all these healing modalities been marginalized when really they're just as effective? No, not just as effective. They're more effective than any drugs or any surgery. They don't cost any money. They're free. We can do them ourselves. Why have these healing modalities been marginalized? Because you can't get billed for them. They can't be sold to us. They can't be detected. They can't be measured. They can't be irradiated. They can't be made better. They can't be strengthened. And they can't be billed. They can't sell us relaxation. They can't sell us emotional strategies. They can't sell us mental strategies or spiritual connection because it's all ours. It's already ours. Our spiritual nature, our mental nature, our emotional nature, it's ours. Nobody can sell it to us. Nobody can code it and bill us for it. All they need to do, our emotional natures, our mental natures, our spiritual natures, all they need to do or have done is to be tended with loving attention like a gardener tends his rose bush or a mother takes care of her baby. Health is simple, you guys. Health is simple. Whenever I do a talk, invariably they ask me, what do you want to talk about? What's the subject? And I always say, health is simple. That's the key. That's what I want on my gravestone. Health is simple, even if I'm dead. Health is simple. If we're sick, if we're degenerating, we have simply mucked up the system. The system is built on self-adjustment. The body system, the biological system is built to heal. It's built to regenerate. It's homeostatic. It's built into the system to be self-healing. If we are not completely reversing degenerative diseases and restoring regenerative biology, our ability to regenerate, our ability to heal, if we are stuck in this downward spiral of chronic degeneration like millions and millions and millions, tens of millions, maybe 100 or maybe more million Americans are, there's a missing piece to the puzzle. I talk to people with health challenges every single day, 7 days a week, dozens of people a month, hundreds of people a year, maybe thousands of people a year. And many of them just can't seem to figure out what's wrong. This might be you if you're listening to this program. Just can't figure out what's wrong. Nothing seems to help. You go off gluten, change your diet, supplementing, taking your Beyond Tangy Tangerine, and most people will feel better. Granted, once they start these strategies, most people will feel better once they get off of gluten and grains and get on a good nutritional supplement program and exercise. But 3 out of 4 people, maybe 75% of people, are not going to experience complete healing, despite all the physical protocols and changes and supplements and techniques and diets and exercises. They just can't seem to get over the hump to completely reverse their degenerative disease. But then there's the 1 out of 4, the 25%, or maybe 1 out of 3, maybe 30% or so, that completely reverse 100%, get off all their drugs. And I've seen this a lot. Get off all their prescription medicines, they lose massive amounts of weight. I've seen it over and over again. They completely reverse the markers of degenerative disease. 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4 will reverse their degenerative diseases completely. And what makes them different from the other 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4 folks. What makes them different is their willingness to address the multiple dimensions of health and healing, the spiritual, mental, and emotional aspects of self-help, understanding their psychology, understanding psychological motivations and drives. All right, got more to say, and then we'll talk a little bit about nitrates, and then take your calls as well. 844-236-6010 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this. There's a guy named Dr. Wallach who is anything but your typical doctor, both a veterinarian and a naturopathic physician. Doc asks, why is this country spending more money on healthcare by far and ranking 50th in health and longevity worldwide? Doc believes that people should empower themselves with a basic understanding of nutrition, taking charge of their life, and attaining optimal health and longevity through nutrition, not by toxic pharmaceutical drugs that lead to side effects that require more expensive and toxic pharmaceutical drugs. Talk about being dependent on drug companies to our own destruction, no less. This is clearly a deadly recipe. Doc Wallach's message is resonating with an increasing number of Americans who are waking up to all the government and big pharma manipulation of our health and healthcare system. I like what Doc Wallach is saying and doing to enlighten people about healthcare, and I've joined forces with him to help this tireless crusader spread his message. Visit brightsideben.com and listen to Doc Wallach's deadly recipe lectures. It makes a lot of sense, and I invite you to join our Brightside Ben team. Go to brightsideben.com. That's www.brightsideben.com.
Hi, this is Steve Spillum for Midas Resources. In 1971, President Nixon took the United States off the gold standard and put us into a fiat currency. This allowed Congress and the Federal Reserve to create trillions of dollars out of thin air. The national debt has risen to incredible heights, and your hard-earned dollars by a small fraction of what they once did. The average life expectancy for a fiat currency is 27 years. The dollar is failing and on borrowed time. When currencies fall, people turn to gold and silver because gold and silver have been real money for more than 5,000 years. It is our mission at Midas Resources to help you preserve your capital. Don't let your personal savings shrink to nothing. For important free information on how you can protect your personal wealth, contact me, Steve Spillum, at 1-800-686-2237, extension 308. Call today while we are still accepting dollars for gold and silver. 1-800-686-2237, extension 308. Make a change in your financial security today. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 308.
Do good people ever want to call an attorney just to find out if they're right or wrong? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what are you forced to think about first? Money. If you could call as often as you wanted and talk as long as you need without a bill, would you call? Worry less and live more with lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com, or call 855-340-SAVE. That's 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Genesis is defined as an origin, creation, or the beginning. Genesis Communications Network began with the mission of providing you with the kind of compelling content you're listening to now. And at GCNlive.com, you'll find a free archive of our nation's history, narrated by GCN hosts, explored, shared, and passed down to future generations. GCN is the future of talk radio, but we should always strive to learn from our past. Together, we are GCNlive.com. GCN.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
We are the premier independent talk radio network, the Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us. Got a couple lines open for you. We'll get your calls here momentarily. 844-236-6010 is our number. 844-236-6010. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products or join the Bright Side Ben team, please call 866-735-2470 or head over to brightsideben.com or pharmacistben.com or criticalhealthnews.com and click on the Join the Team link. Okay,